Hey everybody, welcome back to Matteo Dinero. It's your boy, Matteo Dinero. So let's hop right into this video. We're actually going to be talking about the July dividend income and maybe a little bit of other income that I received from things that are my non 9 to 5 sort of job. And you can kind of see where those income sources are kind of coming in and have yourself a nice little visual dashboard, kind of like what I have here. But before we jump into that, if you guys haven't already, make sure you download the Chartmaster or the Google spreadsheet, the thing that I'm basically going to be walking through today. If you're interested, there'll be a link in the description below. It's really helped a lot of people. We've sold over 600 of them. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it, and we're always consistently updating it whenever we find any problems in case the websites change and where we're pulling data from. So make sure that you download it and get yourself on the right track so that way you can track your dividends appropriately. And also, if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the Rich Gang, feel free to always hop over to Passive Income Educator. You get a bunch of different free courses as well with this so that you can get up to speed on stuff. So you wouldn't have to buy all these individually, which is like a $60 fee. All you have to do is basically do the $2 a month monthly subscription. You're able to join our WhatsApp group, our Discord chat, and a whole bunch of other different things. And obviously be eligible for giveaways and stuff. Like I think we're doing one next week. And last month the person signed up the day before. I think it was like a Thursday, and that Friday he won $50. So he basically paid for his subscription for the next 24 months. So anyway, hopping right back into this bad boy, portfolio value is around 491,000. Really trying to inch up to that $500,000 mark just so I can kind of check it off my bucket list there. But at the end of the day, the market is kind of giving me a little bit of garbage. Hopefully in the next couple months or so, I'll be able to hit that $500,000 mark. $14,741 is what's showing up in terms of dividend income. There are a few stocks for some reason that are not pulling. I think it's like specifically Southern Company and one other stock. So with that, I think this is going to be over $15,000. But for some reason, those two stocks just don't want to pull right now. But they were pulling fine yesterday. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But actually hopping over into the companies that paid me, let's just hop right into that. We don't necessarily need to go into everything. What I will highlight from that original tab is the financials are continuing to shrink and the energy is continuing to shrink as I invest into other things like crypto. Industrials is another one that I've kind of hopped up onto. So really just trying to utilize those to decrease my exposure specifically to financials and energy as well as real estate. Not that I don't like those sectors, I just think that I have a lot of money waiting to kind of come back into full swing as those energy, real estate, and financials are really down right now compared to say technology and a bunch of other sectors. So Hopper got into it. We made about 2,600 bucks this month in terms of all the different types of income, which we'll hop through relatively quickly. Specifically dividends, we made about $1,019 here. Option income was really good, $724. You can see all the different trades that I made up here. Some for $16, some for $24, some for 38 bucks. Bought back some calls to eliminate some risk here. But yeah, selling a lot of covered calls. This one was for $193. Not exactly sure which one that one. This one was for $128. So, we did have some really good opportunities to capture some cash, some income from that. And I think it was only one that got called away. If I remember, it was First Solar. And that's fine with me. I made over 80 to 90%, I think, on that position. It's kind of just been in the Roth IRA for quite some time, and I just utilized that money to even out Philip Morris, LYB, and I think WP Carey as well. We're a day behind in the YouTube earnings here, but as of yesterday, we were up to $289 for that, which is pretty good considering I haven't posted a video in a couple of weeks here. But Shopify got my payout yesterday, $591. I'm actually not going to receive this into the account because we bought a website and I kind of owe Kyle. So Kyle, you're my boy. He just sent me these numbers, so I'm just going to keep that in mind. So I think I only owe him another 400 bucks because I paid $1,000 for a website that we're making here. And hopefully we can get that bad boy up and running pretty soon and generating some positive cash flow for us here. So speaking of Bank of Nova Scotia, I actually just sold this position to put some more money into cryptocurrency and Pepsi just to diversify a little bit out of financials and also just try to diversify into some other things. So this paid me $153, of course. That was not bad. I can't complain with that. You have GEO Group, which paid me $61.92. You have JP Morgan, which paid me a nice 90. $90 here. Even just with reinvesting, you can see getting another 82 cents next quarter, which is kind of cool. So you think about it, you reinvest dividends, immediately you get another $3.20 every single year in terms of a pay raise just from reinvesting dividends. Main Street Capital, it's the same way, right? Reinvested those dividends, another 20 cents. So it's another $2.40 every time I reinvest those dividends monthly, which is pretty cool. So just those two, just from reinvesting those dividends, another $5 a year that I can kind of count on for the rest of my life. You have Altria Group, which I think is a phenomenal company if you don't have any at the moment. Really good earnings call. We talked a lot about it in the live stream yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that live stream or even following that live stream channel, make sure to check that out. Even though I've kind of been on a hiatus on this channel, I've been keeping up with the live streams for the past couple weeks over there. So if you guys are ever interested in hearing me and Kyle from Passive Income Investor doing those live streams, make sure to check out that particular channel and subscribe. We do videos every Friday, or live streams every Friday, and we also try to upload some additional content for you guys as well. Stag Industrial is another one where basically just reinvesting. I bought like 50 or so shares, I want to say like 2 or 3 months ago. Things have been really good, but this was also a really good earnings call. I expect the dividend in this one to kind of come up a little bit in the future, just based on the fact that they've been having a phenomenal year. E-commerce is not going away. Amazon is absolutely killing it. And yeah, I think that this is the wave of the future. It's a warehouse real estate investment trust, for those of you guys that don't know. Starwood Property Trust gave me about $33. Can't complain with that one. And then not too long away, Cyrus Run, another data real estate investment trust here, $38.40. I like that one. Main Street Capital again in my Roth IRA. Philip Morris, this one is actually going to raise to $117 from its $78 sort of dividend payment here, just based on the fact that I've added more shares to that. So got $78, reinvested that, of course, and then rounded it off to 100 shares when I sold my first solar. When that got called away, I had $5,800 to reinvest, and so I used that to buy some more first solar. You can see the same with WP Carey, $80.44 here, and that goes to $104.25 next quarter, and that was once again because I took some of that first solar money and applied it to WP Carey. I really like WP Carey. It's similar to O Realty Income. The only downfall I would say to WP Carey is that it doesn't pay monthly like Realty Income does, but of course this isn't a tax advantaged account and I don't plan on utilizing this money for quite some time. So I think WP Carey is good in the Roth IRA. I'm going to be excited to get about $400 a year coming from that bad boy. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, going from $344 this year to $417 next year. That's what reinvesting into high quality companies gets you there. QYLD, it's the first payment I've gotten. It's $1.69, so it can't be happier with that. I think I only put like $100 in, and so I'm excited. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to continue to add to this one. Maybe get it from 5 to 10% in the M1 Finance portfolio. So every, say, $1,000 that I put in, I'll be putting in $100 to that. So it'll look pretty good after quite some time. QQQ is also my first dividend payment from that. I don't expect QQQ to pay a lot of dividends for me, so I'll just kind of keep it there and really just hope for the growth aspect of things from QQQ. Altria Group again, I should probably just move this at this point from my computer shares account, which is this, to my individual brokerage account in Fidelity. And same with ExxonMobil. Not that Exxon paid me this month, but it's over 100 shares at this point. It's over 200 shares actually, so I should just move it over to my individual brokerage account instead of having separate kind of accounts. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Philip Morris, it looks like I didn't check this one, so I'll have to go back and check, but probably a $26, $27 dividend here in Philip Morris. I'll need to check that and mark it off red if that is true. I basically just bought these, I guess, the past 5 years or so, and I kind of just been letting it go. So since I don't really have Philip Morris in the individual brokerage account, it doesn't really make sense for me to merge it. I have my Philip Morris in my individual retirement account, and so I can't really switch that over relatively easier because this is a taxable account going into a tax advantaged account. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I also have O Realty Income in my computer shares account as well. It's a nice little $1.25 every single month, so I can't complain with that. McCormick, 41 cents. It's basically a rounding error. Didn't even check it. Fundrise paid me $20.52. I was relatively surprised because we went down from the second quarter dividend payment, or that was the first quarter dividend payment, sorry. The second quarter dividend payment went down $26 to $20. And I'm sitting here kind of scratching my head. I'm like, well, I know I added a lot of capital in the second quarter, so I don't really know what's going on with that. I'll have to check it in the future kind of going forward here. So that's that one. Cardo Equity Fund 5 paid me $56 as usual. And then, of course, I have my website savings and my personal savings here. Website savings is about $4, and my personal savings is about $9 here. So together, they're about 14 bucks or so. Not too dissimilar to what it was before. But this is being impacted heavily by interest rates going down. I believe when I first got into my personal savings with an American Express, it was about 0.7 or 0.75. It went all the way up to 2.5, I think, in between 2 to 2.5, and now it's come back all the way down to 1% again. So this cash really isn't earning me a lot of interest, and so what I might actually end up doing is putting this money into a different brokerage account and using it as cash secured puts, right? So if I do end up getting a stock at a good price that I want, you know, I can get a little bit of income in case that actually contract gets executed or not, or exercised rather. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, there's a decent amount of companies in here that paid me a really good amount of money here, so I can't complain. $1,000 from dividends, $724 in terms of option income, which is by far the best. That actually made me revise how much I'm expecting month forward. So I was expecting about 150 bucks, and obviously with the past 2 months getting over $1,000, almost $1,100 in options income, it doesn't really make sense. So I probably should up this, and as I get better at it, get a little bit more consistent, maybe I'll be able to up this to $250 dollars or so. But you can see this is not working right now because I have to fix the ETFs in this. So when one of our links broke, I have to fix the ETFs. So the ETFs aren't showing in here, and a few others are not either. But you can see we're on track to probably get to close to that 14,000 if I were to get all these kind of working again. 25-ish thousand or so in terms of total income, which is awesome. If we can maintain, say, the 500 average for Shopify, 250 average for YouTube, and 250 average for options income, and then whatever sort of dividend income we're expecting. So hopefully in August we can make over $1,000 in dividend income. I'm not exactly too sure, but what I really am striving for is to get all these sort of months over 1,000 right now. And I know September, it's probably going to be around 1,800, 1,900, maybe up to 2,000, depending on what's kind of going on. But I know September was also hit pretty heavily by the fact that Wells Fargo cut that dividend, man, and that kind of gives me a pretty big hit to the pocketbook there. But regardless, we'll get to the $2,000 dividend month relatively soon. As of right now, we're just gonna be holding on to the 2,600 right now, and hopefully I can get all these to above 2,000 for like the total monthly income. That's like the YouTube, the Shopify, the options income. Right now, as of August, we're looking at about 1,900. So I'm hoping we can get it to about 2,000 or so or more, because then I can really consistently get about $25,000 a year with a little bit less strain. So, but like I said, who knows? 250 bucks might be undershooting for options income just based off the past 2 months. And of course, my YouTube, if I continue to add that and feed it, I'll be able to get more than $250 a month from that. So anyway, guys, that's a wrap on the video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Cheers.